Well, temperatures are dropping. The snow is falling, as Kyle and Storm Team 8 told us it would, and we are indeed back in another deep freeze.
I hate to show you this, but look at these numbers off to our north, Larry. 30s and 40s below zero. Very, very cold air mass and very strong winds. We're seeing it across the plains. You saw that wind whip snow in the video a few minutes ago. That's coming our way, and temperatures here will go sub-zero, and wind chills may even stay sub-zero for almost 48 hours. Right now, it's still manageable. Cold, but manageable. We're down to 12 now in Ludington, 14 in Fremont, 18 Grand Rapids. But you can see the cold is seeping southward. You go from north to south across West Michigan, we shave off 10 degrees, just like that. Wind chills are sub-zero north of I-96. It feels like -4 in Fremont, -5 in Ludington. And overnight tonight, we'll see that area of purple representing sub-zero wind chills sneak southward quickly. In fact, this is what happens to wind chills by daybreak. You can see at 8 a.m. air temp, that's the dark blue line on the top, 1 degree above zero. We'll be in the single digits. Wind chills in the light blue bar down below, teens below zero. They stay that way through the day, falling to the 20s below zero by tomorrow afternoon and evening. Also, making matters worse, we have snow out there, so roads continue to be slick like they have been for a good chunk of the weekend. Now, here's the good news and the bad news. The heavier of the snow ought to be wrapping up soon. In fact, we got a quick blast of 2 to 3, even 4 inches in a few spots in Kent County. That's going to start winding down by 12:30 or so. For Kalamazoo, you'll see it start to wind down closer to 1, Battle Creek, perhaps 2 o'clock, into Cassopolis and Dowagiac by about midnight. But as that ultra-cold air flows across Lake Michigan, lake effect snow is going to start to ramp up, especially along and west of US 131. Our daybreak planner forecast calling for bitter cold temperatures, brisk winds, slick drive to work here on Monday. Wind chills and temperatures plummet overnight and Monday. And we're talking about dangerously cold and sustained wind chills for Monday and Tuesday, bottoming out Tuesday morning in that -20 to -40 range. The good news, we have a bit of a warm-up coming in the 8-day forecast, and we'll talk about that coming up.
Bundle up. Now, as many of you get ready to head back to work tomorrow and brave the roads, we want to give you a look at what you'll be facing behind the wheel. 24-hour News 8's Henry Erb brought us a live report at 6 when the roads seemed to be pretty clear. He's now back at that same spot to see if conditions have gotten worse over the last few hours. Henry, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, conditions have gone steadily downhill since we last talked to you at 6 o'clock. We're back on Cascade Road because it's a major commuter corridor between the eastern suburbs and downtown Grand Rapids. When we were here at 6 o'clock, we could actually see some pavement in what amounted to a 2-track caused by passing traffic. Well, you can't see pavement anymore. There's about an inch or 2 of snow covering all of the road surface, and the road surface has now become really rough and kind of washboardy. We've also been checking the freeways. At 6 o'clock, they were mostly clear, actually better than the surface streets. They were a little wet. Traffic was moving at almost normal freeway speed, but not anymore. We checked 131, 196. The freeways surfaces were covered with snow. You can't see the lane markers. We hit rumble strips a couple of times. And the traffic speeds, which were normal before, down to about 40 miles an hour. Across West Michigan, the road departments are getting ready for the morning commute around 6 o'clock. Kent County Road Commission put 30 plows on the road. At 4 a.m., they're sending out 55 plows to focus on highways and main roads. In Ottawa County, Central Dispatch tells us the road commission there has had some plows on the road tonight, but plans to be out in force, full force, around 4 in the morning. In Kalamazoo County, they were expecting to send out crews tonight with the full plow force scheduled to hit the roads at 4 a.m. there, too. So your morning commute is likely to be snow-covered. It's going to be slippery. Just how bad will depend on how much more snow is going to fall and how much plow crews can get done before you hit the road in the morning. Live on Cascade Road, Henry Erb, 24-hour News 8.
Here's a look at the plan going forward for some of the other counties in our area. In Allegan, plows will be back on the roads starting at 5 a.m. tomorrow. In Barrie, crews will also be back to work starting at 5. In Calhoun, the night crew came in at 6 tonight to work on the highways. Everything else will have to wait until tomorrow morning. In Muskegon, they'll be back out tonight if the roads are bad, and again, first thing in the morning for you. And in Newaygo, plows will be out again at 3:30 in the morning tomorrow. Well, the slick snow-covered roads caused a bunch of crashes on northbound US 131 in Grand Rapids today. Dispatchers tell us the wreck started late this morning and brought traffic to a crawl between Franklin Street and the S-curve. Salt and sand trucks were quickly called out to the area. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported. Well, as the temps start to plunge, we'll keep you covered. Make sure to tune into Daybreak tomorrow for the very latest on school closings and your road conditions. Daybreak, of course, begins at 4:30.